45 ancient things that still surprise us today. Photo artifacts that prove that even people used to have golden hands and minds. The oldest ancient finds are old tools that were discovered in Gona, Ethiopia. Archaeologists estimate that they are about 2.6 million years old. Although they are unique, equally interesting artifacts are found daily by archaeologists around the world. It is common today to focus on how mankind evolved. No wonder how much we have accomplished in the last decades, centuries. Today, science is evolving rapidly, advancing more and more innovative inventions, sometimes astounding our imagination. But that doesn't mean that people in ancient times were stupid, less inventive. If you love history, you know firsthand the examples that at all times there have always been people willing to outdo themselves. Yes, of course, the same tools in ancient times were not as sophisticated as they are today, but nevertheless, many things were fantastic for that time. Fortunately, not all ancient things have fallen into oblivion, but have survived the time, having passed the test of time and to this day surprising us with human capabilities. The artifacts found for you by Fine Out, though not as ancient as the tools found in Africa, are no less valuable to our history. So welcome to the past. 1. Drawing of a 7-year-old boy, 13th century Russia. The boy's name is Onfim, a folk version of the Greek name Amphimai. This boy is the author of birch, bark letters, and drawings. 2. The Lycaean rock tombs in Myra, Turkey. 3. A 12-kilometer-long canvas with drawings of extinct Ice Age animals was discovered in the Amazon rainforest. 4. Boots of a woman from Mongolia. The boots are 1,100 years old. 5. In 1965, during excavations in Mezireik, Ukraine, 4 huts consisting of 149 mammoth bones were discovered. These dwellings, which are about 15,000 years old, are among the oldest prehistoric human built that is currently known. 6. Michelangelo's Moses, a marble sculpture created in 1515. One of the many details of this masterpiece is one very small muscle on the forearm that contracts only when the little finger is raised. Otherwise, it is invisible. Moses raises his little finger, so this tiny muscle contracts and becomes visible. 7. Ancient Greek gold earring, 4th century BC. The earring can be seen in the National Archaeological Museum of Taranto in Italy. The earring was made by pelletizing. 8. Christ, a 1753 marble sculpture by Giuseppe San Martino, which can be seen in the Cappella San Severo, Naples. There is a legend about the statue that says that the statue was covered with a real veil and was slowly transformed into marble over time by chemical processes. 9. Ceramic Mayan figurine with removable helmet, 1,500 years old. El Pier, Patin, Guatemala. 10. Sumerian gold ornament in the form of a lyre and a bull's head. Age of the ornament. About 2450 BC, Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology, University of Pennsylvania, USAD of Pennsylvania, USA. 11. Astrological clock in Prague, 1410. The clock is active. 12. Armor of the Austrian Emperor Maximilian II, 1555. Can be seen in the Museum of Art and History in Vienna. 13. A Viking-era ring with the inscription for Allah. The ring was found in the grave of a woman buried 1,200 years ago in Burk, 25 Km, west of modern Stockholm. The ring is a unique material evidence of direct contact between the Vikings and the Abbasid Caliphate. 14. Swedish warship. It sank in 1628 on its maiden voyage and was recovered from the bottom of the sea 330. 3 years later, almost intact. 15. A 17th century Ottoman 3-masted tent made of silk and gilded leather. 16. A samurai helmet, kabuko, in the shape of an octopus. 1700s, Japan. 17. The ceiling of the temple of the goddess Hathor in Dendera, Egypt. 18. Ancient Egyptian gold ring with cornelian bezel in the form of a cat, 1077-712 BC. 19. The abduction of Proserpine sculpture. This is a large Baroque marble sculpture made by the Italian artist Gian Lorenzo Bernini between 1621 and 1622. He was only 23 years old at the time. 20. The mourning garment worn by Count Magnus Brahe at the funeral of King Johann XIV of Sweden in 1844. 21. Fragment of the untidy floor mosaic made by Heraclitus. The mosaic depicts a mouse eating a walnut. 2nd century AD. 22. Stockings of 1830. Composition, cotton, silk. 23. A 4,000-year-old wagon that is well preserved. Found in the village of Elchashin, Armenia. Made of oak. 24. The tomb of Queen Nefertari. The tomb, also called the Sistine Chapel of ancient Egypt, is 3,200 years old. 25. Chanbayori Stepping Well, India. It consists of 3,500 narrow steps on 13 floors and goes into the ground for 30 meters. The oldest parts of the stepped well date back to the 8th century, while the upper floors with a columned arcade around it were built in the 18th century. 26. Da Vinci's globe from 1504 is the oldest known globe depicting the New World. Impeccable engraving on the two joined lower halves of the ostrich egg. 27. German hunting knife, which is also a pistol and a calendar. Year, 1528. 28. The oldest Levi's jeans that have survived it. 29. Armor of Ferdinand I, Holy Roman Emperor, 1549. 30. Victorian prosthetic hand, Europe, 1850, 1910. 31. Edfu Temple, Egypt, located on the west bank of the Nile at Edfu, Upper Egypt, 57 BC. 32. Roman shoes from 2,000 years ago, found in a well. 33. Ring with a bouquet of flowers with the pictograph 2 hands, 1 heart till death do us part. England, 17th century. 34. Ancient Roman crane from Pompeii, 1st century BCE, 1st century AD. 35. An ancient wooden Orthodox church built in 1655 in Krasnaya Layaga, Russia. 36. Marble statuette of a fat woman. The statuette is 8,000 years old. It was discovered in 2016 in the Neolithic settlement of Katal, Yük in central Turkey. The figurine is 17 centimeters long, 11 centimeters wide, and weighs 1 kilogram. 37. Bourgonot of Charles V. Parade of the Nemean Lions, made by Filippo Negroli in Milan in 1541. 38. One of Stalin's pipes on which he and Roosevelt played chess. The pipe was given to him in 1945 by a chess team that came from the U.S. to the USSR. 39. Armor gauntlet of King Henry I of France, 1550. 40. Sumerian alabaster statuette of a 5,000-year-old priest, king, found inside a pottery vessel in the ancient city of Uruk in 1929-30. 41. Book of Magic with incantations and occult diagrams including 99 names of God. Middle East, 1425. 42. Gold bullion with mint marks found on a Spanish ship that sank in 1622. 43. Crystal spearhead found in a 5,000-year-old tomb in Spain. 44. Ancient sign Beware of the Dog. This 2,000-year-old mosaic was laid out in front of the house of a Roman poet in the 1st century AD. 45. The clothes of a woman who lived 2,000 years ago. Her remains were found in a swamp near the settlement of Ramton in Denmark. The photo shows a plaid wool skirt, a plaid wool scarf, and 2 leather capes. Hello, all dear subscribers and guests of the channel. I try very hard for you to learn more interesting things from our world. About this will not tell in the school and the government. Please appreciate my work. Please do not forget to subscribe and like that more people would see the truth. I will be glad to try for you. Enjoy the view. Respectfully find out.